Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining me again. We had a power cut this afternoon. Now, I quite like a power cut, to be honest. Power cuts slow you down. And if you've listened to a few of my recent thoughts for the day, you may have picked up that I value slowing down, even if I'm not always good at it. The power cuts took out the internet and the phone. The light was starting to go, and so because I can do it in the dark if I need to, I sat at the piano and played my way through some Christmas carols. As I played, I thought about how so many of us, particularly those of us who are part of the church, are missing singing together. There's something about singing, I think, especially singing in worship. Sometimes it's just easier to express what you're feeling inside through music and song than it is just by speaking the words. Yesterday, I shared with you a little bit of the reflecting I've been doing on Mary, the mother of Jesus. And today I carried on into the next bit of Mary's story. When the angels left her, Mary dashes off to see her cousin Elizabeth, who is also expecting a baby. Mary and Elizabeth have not been together for very long when we get a song. It's called the Magnificat, and it's often just called Mary's song. I can imagine Mary getting to the point where she just couldn't express what she was feeling in words any longer and spontaneously burst into singing. It's a wonderful picture. But as I thought about the Magnificat and read it through in the Bible, I also thought about a poem written by a friend of mine. And so I am going to read you Magnificat by Ruth Wells. It's published in a book called Formation, and I shall put a link in the chat under the live stream in case you'd like to get your own copy, because it's a brilliant book. So this is Magnificat. My soul magnifies God, and my spirit leaps within me, dances for joy, for God has seen me. Even in my smallness, I am seen, I am noticed, I am known, and I will be known for generations to come as someone blessed by God. She has shown me mercy, mercy that goes on and on, beyond the horizon, further than the eye can see, mercy handed down from family to family. God has scattered the proud in their conceit, unseated them from their haughty thrones, thrown them off and set them down. She has levelled the playing field. Those who sat at the top of the tree, who wield power, tower over, will be toppled, brought back to reality. See who really rules. And those who lose, who are looked down upon, trampled on, who trek across savage seas in search of safety, who flee violence at home, whose children are separated from them and numbered on borders by strangers, those who fall victim to political wars, innocents sacrificed on the altar of human greed, weapons funded by governments miles away who care not to see the body count, those who are counted out, who are passed by, looked over, will be lifted up, uplifted. No more sifting sand, gifted stable ground, found, no longer lost. Those who cannot settle the cost, who wonder where the next meal is coming from, whose sleep is disturbed by rumbling tummies, will be fed the very best. Those who stand in the food bank queue, who wonder how they'll feed their children in the school holidays, will feast, no longer full of worry, but belly full of warm, life-giving food and warm, life-giving hope, hope for a future without want. Those who are currently stuffed full of stuff, full to the brim, will slim down, sent away empty. For God has redressed the balance, and justice is flowing, pouring into the places that have been cracked and dry. This is the God who has called me, chosen me, set me apart, and my heart is full. Thank you, Ruth. It's beautiful and inspiring and deeply challenging. As ever, I'm going to finish with a prayer. And as ever, if you'd like to make it your prayer, feel free to stick an amen at the end. Loving God, thank you that we do still remember Mary as someone who was blessed by you. Help us as we hear familiar Bible words like the Magnificat over the Christmas season to go deeper with those words and to hear what you are saying to us through them today. Amen. Thank you for joining me. See you again tomorrow, I hope. Bye for now.